Starting off with the next chapter of power. Till now, what have we covered? We have covered work done energy, gravitation potential energy, kinetic energy. How are they all interrelated? Law of conservation of energy. How is one energy converted into another form? When is one energy converted to another form? How is work done transformed into other forms of energy? And what is the relationship between gravitational potential energy and height? What is the relationship between speed, motion, and kinetic energy? We have discussed all of these concepts as well. Moreover, we have done three formulas, and those three formulas are work done is equal to force into distance, then kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, and gravitational potential energy is equal to mgh. So, starting off with the next concept, which is power. What is basically power? Machines such as car engines transfer energy from one type to another every second. The rate of this energy transfer or the rate of work done is actually known as what? It is known as power. Power basically rate of work done है. Now work done ये है तो rate जब भी आता है rate means 1 over t. The term rate जो होती है 1 over t basically means rate. So when we multiply work done with rate, so the rate of work done becomes W over t, which means that power is equal to rate of work done. ठीक है ना? And rate of work done is W over t. So the formula we have for power is W over t, work done divided by time. Now the two identical cars accelerating to the same final speed will both gain the same amount of energy. But if one of them reaches that speed sooner, it is going to have a greater power. Obviously, आपके पास two identical cars हैं, car number A and car number B. Both of them have the same final speed, both gain the same amount of energy, but if one of them reaches that speed sooner, let's say कि इसकी भी वही speed है, इसकी भी वही speed है, but one of them takes more time and one of them takes less time, ठीक है ना? Lesser the time means more the power, because power has an inverse relation with time. ठीक है, lesser the time, more the power. So obviously the car which reached faster because it took less time to cover the distance, it had a higher power. For example, we have some appliances, जैसे कि torch is 1 watt. Now the unit for power is known as watt. What is it called? The unit for power is watt. A torch is of 1 watt, then an electric light bulb is of 100 watt, an electric cooker of 10,000 watt, or we can also call it 10 kilowatt. Kilo क्या होता है? Into 10 to power 3. ठीक है. A railway engine is of 1 megawatt. Megawatt क्या होता है? Into 10 to power 6. A Saturn V space rocket, 100 megawatt. A very large power station, 10,000 megawatt. World demand of power is 10 lakh megawatt. It's almost like 1 million. ठीक है ना? More than 1 million है बल्कि. ठीक है? It's 10 million megawatt. A star like sun, a lot of zero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. पता नहीं कितने सारे आपके पास zeros हैं. तो ये आपके पास क्या है? These are a star like a sun. This is the star's power. तो ये powers हैं सारी कुछ जो आपको आनी चाहिए. So power is defined as energy transferred per unit time, and power can also be defined as work done per unit time. तो हमारे पास दो formulas होते हैं power के. The first formula of power is energy transferred over time, which is E by T, and the second formula for power is work done divided by time, also known as W over T. So these are the two formulas for power. पहला formula क्या हो गया? Power is equal to energy divided by time, and the second formula is power is equal to work done over time. Now work done can also be written as F into D. ठीक है, अगर मैं work done over time करूँ तो can I write work done is F into D? So I'll write F into D divided by time. Now if you know कि जो D over T होता है, what is distance divided by time? Distance divided by time is velocity. Can I write power is equal to force into velocity? तो ये भी आपके पास एक third formula बन जाता है. An example that illustrates the definition of power is by comparing the two electric motors if they lift the same weight and they are lifted by the same height. One lifts it faster than the other. The motor that lifts the weight faster is said to have more power. Both of them have the same weight. Both of them have the same height, but one of them reaches in a lesser time. Lesser time means faster, means more power. Lesser the time, more power. This is because the work done does not depend on time, only the force, weight, and the distance lifted. तो ये देखें This motor lifts the same weight through the same height but faster. Faster है तो it has more power. The same work is done in a shorter period of time. It therefore has more power. तो एक हमारे पास relation क्या आ गया है? More the time, lesser would be the power. Lesser the time, more would be the power. तो ये आपके पास है example for slow. Slow takes more time. और अगर आपके पास faster है तो faster takes less time having more power. So we have a worked example over here. Calculate the energy transferred if an iron of power 2000 watt is used for 5 minutes. अब हमारे पास power का क्या formula था? Power is equal to energy over time. Right now I have to find energy. So can I write energy's formula as energy is equal to power into time? तो power क्या है? Power right now given in the question is 2000 into time क्या है? Time is 5 minutes. How do I convert 5 minutes into seconds? Can you tell me that?
multiply by 60.
Multiply by 60 exactly. 5 into 60 कर दूंगा तो ये मेरे पास क्या आ गया? I have multiplied power with time and I would get my value for energy which is going to be, so list the known values. The first step is listing. आपने list कर दी. Power is equal to 2000 and time is 300 seconds. आपने 5 multiply by 60 कर दी. Then write down the relevant equation. Each steps should be written very clearly in the equation. Then rearrange for energy transferred. So energy transferred is equal to power into time. E is equal to PT. Step 4 is substitute in the values. तो आपके पास क्या हो गया? 2000 was the power and 300 was the time. So the answer is 600,000 joules of energy. Energy तो आपके पास किस unit में होती है? The unit for energy is always joules. And this is how you calculate power.